Hello and welcome to the fast Polyrhachis Dives Care Guide, which contains everything you guys need to know within 10 minutes about this species and how they're kept. For an hour-long Polyrhachis Dives Care Guide, go ahead and check out the first link in the description for an hour-long conversation about everything to do with this species. Hope you guys enjoy the video. The first question is, where is this species normally found?
Well, they come from many regions across Asia. They go from Southeast Asia, Thailand, Vietnam, etc., across to Japan, Taiwan, up into the northern areas of Australia, and they've got populations in Queensland.
Is this species good for beginners, experts, or intermediate keepers?
To be fair, they pursue quite a lot of people. They're very forgiving. For an arboreal species, they are a great starting point. The only thing that has to be really accounted for is the temperature and humidity requirement. Obviously, if you don't give them the right environment, they're not going to thrive.
Everyone should have some Polyrhachis dives, basically.
Why would someone choose Polyrhachis dives over other species?
Because they're gold. Like,
To be fair, they come in a few different colours. The hairs on their gaster and the way the light hits them that tells you or gives off the colour that they actually are. Different regions will have different colours. The way they nest, they create obviously carton nests, and they'll create their own microclimate within that carton nest. As long as obviously they are in such an environment where they can build their nest, you can encourage them to build it up against the side of a piece of acrylic. Basically, the main draw on them would be that they don't live such a boring substandard lifestyle as majority of ground ants do.
1 is the gold, 2 is the weaving, and 3 is like the inbreeding.
How large can a colony become?
But it entirely
get
depends
quite-
on how many queens they get. Because they're polygynous, you can have as many queens as you like in there, and they will continue. They can be as big as you really want to get them. The more space you give them, the more queens you give them, then the bigger they'll get.
How quickly does a colony grow?
In optimal conditions, you will get egg to worker in about 28 days.
How long does the queen or a queen typically live for?
Oh, not very long with these girls, I don't think. Is it 4 or 5 years, I guess, if you're lucky?
I would like to say about 5 years.
Are there any unique casts or behaviours within the species?
The behaviours, yeah, but like the little babies, they should count as a cast because they work and they do tons of work, the little babies, when they're weaving the little nest.
They are the
Some work.
ultimate child labourers.
And they definitely don't look anything like the other workers.
Would you say there's repletes or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
Is the species semi-claustral, claustral, or dependent on assistance during founding?
They are semi-claustral.
What is the best setup for a founding queen?
I would say a test tube and a tub.
With some wood shavings, maybe.
The specific tub you guys would recommend?
Anything bigger than a Chinese tub.
Yeah.
Nice. What temperature and humidity does the founding queen or queens require?
Temperature, I would say around 26 to 28, depending on what area they were caught in. Humidity-wise, anywhere 60 to 80. Her foraging area needs to be a little bit less. Ventilation is also important for them.
What type of nest or formicarium is best suited for this species?
Something with like an open top is quite nice to have. Like you got like the Wakushi weaver setup as well, which it's just got lots of air vents, as well as being like taller than a normal outworld. It's just got like extra airflow.
And Farm Supplies has got a Weaver Outworld. An open top fish tank is just as good with, like, say, for example, a Weaver Tower, or even, you don't even have to give them a Weaver Tower. You can give them a log and some material to make their nest. Just as long as you've got a decent barrier, you'll keep them in.
What temperatures are ideal for a healthy colony to grow?
Majority of them are absolutely fine, 26 to 28. Now, some areas, they're quite happy to go up to 30.
Yeah, if you keep them too hot, sometimes they like will develop, but you'll just get males for some reason, like all year round.
How much space does the colony need as it grows?
Quite a lot for an ant.
Keeping airflow in mind, like in a tub, I'll probably leave them in that tub until they get to like 30 workers. Then, you know, the large Antymatters Outworld or the Saturn size,
Yeah, I know.
kind of something like something like that size, and I give them that. If you allow too much humidity or they build too much humidity within their own carton nest, it will cause the carton nest to rot. The poppeth does work quite well as an alternative to a tub and tube.
Yeah, there's like just enough space in the outworld.
What should this species be fed?
100% steak.
I think they would be fans of steak, to be fair. Like they got good jaws. Like I think they could chop through a bit of steak.
Well,
And to be fair, they're always hungry. I would not put it past them. Like, you can never give Polyrhachis too much protein.
I feed mine like crickets. They like their jerky though. Like bug jerky is a lot of other ants are like, nah, I don't want any. Like once it's dried out, I'm not gonna touch it. Whereas the dives are like, nah, mate, it's food. Like
To be fair, all of mine get just frozen crickets.
how often should they be fed protein sources?
To be fair, all of the polys that we have get fed protein daily because they're constantly hungry. So they get sugars every 2 days.
What carbohydrate sources work best?
I use either honey or Wakushi's nectar.
I give them a bit of the jelly pots.
Are there any foods that should be avoided?
Any sugars or anything that smells like alcohol.
Or vinegar.
If something's like very clearly gone off or it smells a bit funky, don't feed it.
So, as they grow, how do their dietary needs change?
Once they are like properly developed and kind of thriving, you can even feed them like mice and things like that.
What is the biggest challenge when keeping this species?
I wouldn't say they're that challenging at all.
What are the most common reasons colonies fail?
Probably
Go
not
away.
giving them the resources that they require.
What signs indicate that the colony is unhealthy?
They are quite good. They're like Myrmecarubra. They carry around their dead bodies. So if they were having like a really bad die off, you'd probably be able to tell by either like a little graveyard somewhere, or you would see a lot more workers than usual, like running around with dead bodies. So you'd kind of know that something bad's happening. Does this species require hibernation or diapause?
They
No.
require steak.
Are there mold outbreaks?
Yeah, it's normally as well because your heating might be like dodgy too.
If their carton nest has become mouldy, the setup's wrong. If you're going to spray to water anything and to up the humidity to spray the plants and the soil, but do not spray the nest itself.
Is this species legal to own in your country? Yeah, I don't think there's anything illegal about it.
What should people look for when buying this species?
It's with everyone, but like price. Get them as cheap as you can, but just get as many queens as you can.
To be fair, I'd like to say that obviously multiple queens, but I would like to see eggs in there. Fresh eggs would be nice.
What is your favourite thing about keeping this species?
Spikes? I don't know. If you didn't know that, their name means many spikes.
Yeah,
They're good ants
the
to keep.
attitude.
Yeah, they're like, give us some food.
Yeah, it's like a terrier.
I don't know, they're like 100% females.
If I could say, if there's anything that could improve them, if they could just be a little bit bigger.
Would you recommend the species to other keepers?
You're not a keeper unless you got some Polyrhachis dives.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who would enjoy keeping this species the most?
Someone who likes gardening would probably like appreciate them more than someone who's just going to put them in a setup. Because if you could have like the joy of raising an ant colony, but your joy is you also have the joy of raising like a miniature apple tree or something, you'd get a double whammy then.
If you had to rate the species out of 10, what score would you give it and why?
I'd say an 8 because they're like amazing.
I'd say about, like you say, 6 or 7 because they're amazing as a gateway Polyrhachis species.
And there's the Fast Polyrhachis Dives Care Guide. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment any tips that have helped you with your Polyrhachis dives. And as always, check out the hour-long video just to get the whole conversation and the whole care guide. But again, thank you guys so much. I hope your polys are doing well. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.